Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be going over part 2 of the stop loss strategy or the limit order strategy. Now, just as a disclaimer, nothing in this video or in any video or any form of media that I create is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and you should always consult with a financial professional when dealing with your finances. This is not financial, investment, trading, legal, or personal advice. And this video, like all my videos, is for entertainment purposes only. So now let's get to it. So just to recap, having a stop limit order, which is also known as a stop loss, helps protect your investments and your trades and your capital in case the trade or investment starts to tank. And this is just a recap on Bitcoin. As you can see, let's say, for example, you didn't know anything about trading and you bought up here at the top. If you had a stop loss, perhaps right here, then you can set your stop loss for right here, also known as a stop limit order, and this will protect your capital in case the price starts to plummet. Now, the stop loss will activate if the price goes down, from where you bought, and then in this case, you would have sold all of your Bitcoin right here. Now, what does that mean? That means that you would have lost on your trade or your investment because you see it did go down, right? However, you'll only lose a small amount compared to all of this, which is what happened with the price of Bitcoin when it went all the way down and continued to plummet. So it would have been much better to sell right here and have your stop loss activate for a partial loss as opposed to having to ride the entire thing down. So that's what a stop loss is. And I did say the first strategy in the first video before this was that you simply go into Binance and you make your order and then immediately put in your stop limit order. And that way, in case it does go down, you'll be protected. And what you could also do is simply just put alerts in your phone for your target prices so that when it does hit your target, you could simply cancel your stop limit order and then sell your cryptocurrency for a profit. And what that looks like is this. You would go into Binance, you would place your buy order. Right after you buy your order, you would go to stop limit and you would put your stop, you would put your limit, and you would put the amount in, and then you would click this button, and then you would create a stop limit order. That's the first way to do it. But there are other ways to do it. You don't have to actually put in your stop limit order right after you buy. You can put in a sell limit order for your target price right when you buy, and you could put alerts in your phone for your stop limit. So let's go into this strategy right now. Okay, so now we're going to go into the second strategy that you could use when using stop limit orders and stop losses. Let's just use this as an example. Let's say that you're watching VeChain right here and you want to buy. So you go and you buy right here. This right here is your buy zone, okay? So let's say that you go in and you place an order right here, and let's say that it hits. You have your buy zone and you have your target areas, which are right here, here, and here. So these are your three targets, T1, T2, T3. Let me write that out. So these are the target areas, and then this is the buy zone. Let me actually put buy right here. And ultimately, you're looking to make about a 30 to 33% gain. But you want to be sure that if the price does come down, you're not going to lose out because it's going to come all the way down here and you'll just really be in the red. So what you do is you set your stop limit order right here. Now, I just mentioned the first way, which is that you buy right here and you immediately put your stop limit order in, right? I don't necessarily suggest doing that because if you look back, you'll see that there are many times very, very long wicks that come down from the candles, right? This happens a lot in cryptocurrency, and what these wicks are they are lots and lots of high volume buy or sell orders. And what happens when there's a wick right here and it comes down, it can activate your stop limit order. So let's just say that you bought it right here and then it starts to come up, and it is going up. But let's say that some big whale just wants to be really manipulative and just have a big spike down. So it spikes all the way down right here, but it only spikes down there for maybe 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, something like that. And then it comes right back up and continues the uptrend. Well, if it did that, then that means that your stop limit would have been hit and then you would have sold at a loss. So let's just draw that out for you. Let's say that here is the candle and the candles are going up, right? And then all of the sudden, there's just happens to be a long wick that drops down and it hits your stop limit right here. But the overall trend is actually going up, and this was sort of just like one big manipulative spike. That's why I don't actually put in my stop limit orders immediately, because I have the luxury of looking at the graphs all the time and having updates on my phone and alerts and things like that. So that's what I do, is I set alerts. So what I'll do is I will buy my cryptocurrency, I will have my stop limit order, I'll know what it is, and I'll set alerts in my phone on the Delta app. And I'll show you what the Delta app is right now. This is the Delta app. And so what I do is I have it for my Mac and I have it on my mobile phone, and it's a great app. So what I'll do is I'll put my buy order in, and then I'll immediately put alerts in my phone right around this area. So I'll put an alert in my phone, say right around here. And this alert, if it were to actually go down, it will alert me a little bit above what I plan to use as my stop limit. And then I will just get the alert and I'll immediately go online and I'll watch the price and I'll see, is the price actually going down, and is it really a legit, downtrend, or is it going up, but it was just simply a long wick from a big whale that came down and triggered my alert. If it's just the long wick that came down and triggered my alert, but the price is still in an uptrend, then I won't need to worry. I won't actually need to activate my stop loss. However, if I notice that the price does continually go down and it is in a downtrend, then I'll just go into Binance and I'll activate my stop loss at that time. Now, here's the thing. Because I don't have my stop loss activated, that means that I can actually put my sell limit orders in Binance for my target zones if I wanted to. So what I could do is I could come into Binance, and let's say I made this trade on VeChain. What would I do? I would go into Binance, and I'm on Ven right now, right? So I could put limit orders for my 3 target zones. So I'll go back to my graph and I'll see my target zone number 1 was around 5211. So I could go into Binance and I could put 5211 as my sell price, and I'll just put 25%, or maybe even just simply 10% of my Ven that I own for my first target price. And then what I'll do is I'll go back over here and I'll see target 2, and I see that this is around 563. So I'll go back into Binance and I'll put 563 as my next sell price, and I'll put in maybe 50% or 25%. And then what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll see that T3, my third target, my final target, is around 60. So I'll go back into Binance and I'll put 60, and then I'll sell the remaining 100% of the Ven that I have. That's one option of doing it. Now the other option is to simply ride the wave up, put alert in your phone for the highest price, and just try to sell all of it at the highest price, and then have alerts to notify you if the price fluctuates in a negative way and starts to downtrend. What that would look like would be, if you go back here and you bought it right here, you would put your sell order right here for T3, and then you would simply put alerts for T1 and T2, and you would simply ride it up. And then once you see it hits your alerts, hits your targets, you just watch the price a little bit and see if it was still coming up or if it was still going down. And then if it was still coming up, then great. You would just continue to ride that up until it gets to your third target, and then you would sell off for a really big profit. And those are the different ways that you can use stop limit orders. You might need to watch this video a couple times to get a hang of it. I know it took me a while to get a hang of stop limit orders myself, but once I did, I realized that they're really powerful, and if you're going to take this seriously, you really need to know about them and know how to use them, because they can end up saving you a lot in the long run. And I also wanted to say that if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash up the likes, and I do have a lot more videos like this and an entire trading and cryptocurrency course available for you in the link in the description below, which if you want to know how to make money trading cryptocurrencies is a great course. So if you're interested in that, you could click that. And if you aren't too sure about cryptocurrencies and want to know more about the fundamentals and things like that, I also have a free course available for you. I'll put a link for that in the description below as well. Either way, I hope this was helpful. Stay profitable, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.